Alright, shalom. We're the Toronto Prophets. Alright. I'm Jeremiah.
Wasu.
Kanawak.
Alright. And brother holding the cameras,
Gabar.
Alright. And the title of this lesson, I'm going to name it Manifold Temptations. Alright. And basically it was inspired by recent events throughout the camp, when the brothers got locked up, he'd been in prison or jail, for about 3 weeks, going on a month, So the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai led us to do this lesson. We like to give all thanks to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, of course, for letting us sup with him, and double honors to the elders, GMS, and praise to the elect. So someone give me 2 Peter 2:6.
I get it.
Alright, because the point of this lesson is to show you that this truth is not a game, basically. Because a lot of guys take it for a joke. They read the scriptures about tribulation and whatnot, and they think it's some minimal things, but it can actually affect you in a real way. So go ahead.
2 Peter 2:9.
6.
2:6. And turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Which is like us, basically, because this is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And we're vexed day to day with the things that go on in this wicked place. Go ahead.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
That's right. So the Most High knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation. And I took the time to look up the word temptation, and it's from the Greek parasmos, which means an experiment, a trial of proving, the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue. I like the term an experiment because basically when you go through these temptations, it's a trial, and the Most High is conducting an experiment on you, on each brother, all right, to see what that man is made of, basically. Going on, it says temptation is from the Latin temptere, which means to feel, try out, attempt to influence, test, and from, of course, the Hebrew original tongue, it's nasa, which means to test, try, and prove. So basically, when you read temptation, or you think of the word, when you think about the word temptation, you think about, oh, that's tempting, right? Or you think of temptation as something else. But when you look in the word itself, it means a trial, a testing, right? Get Genesis 22, someone?
I'm on blue leather.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, like what you said, and the word is parasmos, right?
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Yeah, parasmos. It says, an experiment, an attempt, trial proving.
Yep.
Trial proving, the trial made of you by bodily condition, since condition served as to test the love of the Galatians toward Paul, and the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, and constancy.
Right, that's what I got anyway, but that's the spirit.
Yeah.
But so that's what the spirit led me to look up is temptations, all right, because you wouldn't think of temptations as a test, but whenever you're tempted to do something, that's actually the Most High testing you in itself, all right? Whether it be things from your previous life in the world, whether it be committing sin or whatever, we're all tempted, we're all men, So when the Most High tempts you, He's really testing you. It's a trial, it's an experiment, as the word says, and we're going to show you some of the context just to go further into it. Genesis 22. 1. Someone got it?
Genesis 22 and 1?
Yeah. Good.
Genesis 22 and 1. And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah.
Yeah. So the Most High here, the word tempting is the Hebrew nasa, which means to test. The word temptation means to test. So the Most High tempted him, meaning he tested him to prove his faith, right? And the story goes on to show that he was gonna test him to see if he was gonna sacrifice his only son Isaac, right? So that was it. And someone get Deuteronomy 4, verse 29, please.
4 and 29.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 4 and 29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy power, and shalt be obedient unto his voice, for the Lord thy power is a merciful power. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he sware unto them. For ask now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and ask from the one side of the heaven unto the other, whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, or hath been heard like it. Did ever people hear the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and lived? Or hath God a stay to go and to take him a nation from the midst of another nation, by temptations, by signs, and by wonders, and by war?
Alright, so you hear that word temptation again, and the scriptures talking about Egypt. So the temptations were the tests, the signs, the wonders, which is what? The plagues, right? You had the water turn into blood, the hail come down, right? The locusts. So those are all tests to prove that the Most High was with Israel, you know? To verse 34.
And by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors, according to all that the Lord your power did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
That's right. Alright, so that's just to get a good grip on the word temptation, because the scriptures talk about a lot about temptations. Alright, so I'm going to get 1 Peter 1 and 6.
First Peter 1 and 6. Oops. First Peter 1 and 6.
All the way to the end.
Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perish.
Alright, so manifold temptations, which is the title of this lesson. And your manifold temptations, or your manifold trials, your tests, which really the Most High is doing that to purge you, to purify you, right? Some brothers are gold, some brothers are silver, you know, bronze, precious stones, you know. You pray that you're not wood, so you got some wood, right? Go ahead.
Though it be tried with fire,
Yeah, because fire burns up wood. Go ahead.
might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Whom having not seen ye love, and whom thou now ye see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you, searching what manner of time the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, which was in them did signify when it testified beforehand the suffering of Yahushua and the glory that should follow, unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves but unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down from heaven, which things the angels desire to look into. Wherefore gird up your loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end, for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Mashiach, as obedient children, not fashioning yourself according to the former lust in your ignorance, but as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. And if ye call on the Father, who without respect of persons judgeth according to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear.
Right, because you're supposed to pass your time of your sojourning in this kingdom, in this place, in fear. Fear the Most High. And when you fear the Most High, He becomes your power. He becomes your trust, basically. Go ahead.
For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold from vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Mashiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot, who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you, who by him did believe in God, that raised him up from the dead, and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in Yahweh, whom ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of Yahweh, which liveth and abideth forever. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as a flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Lord endureth forever, and this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you.
Yep. And get James 1, please. 1 and 1.
James 1 and 1. A servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Read on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations.
Right, which is trials, basically, you know. So when you fall into these temptations, you count it joy, because there's another scripture that tells you whom the Most High loveth, He chasteneth as His son. Go ahead.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Yeah, that was it.
Have a
You have
precept.
Sirach 2, right?
Michael, you can get that. Which one? Sirach 2. I have a quick precept. This is Second Esdras 7 and 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me unto the night afore. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But the case But put the case, the entrance were narrow, and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how